Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Taryn Hicks, and today we're going to learn about alliteration. Although I'm sure most of you haven't heard that word, I'm sure you've heard many examples of it. Take, for instance, Peter Piper. I'm sure you've all heard Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Do any of you know another example that's similar to that? Yes.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
That's a great example. So let's take a look at the definition of alliteration. The definition is a series of two or more words that begin with the same letter. So if we take our examples we just talked about, you can see that Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers all start with P. But as the definition tells us, it doesn't have to. All we need is two or more words that start with the same letter. But there can be other words that start with different letters thrown in there. The reason we learn about alliteration is because it makes us more aware of sound. Like when we talked about Peter Piper, we really focus on the p sound. Or the seashells examples, we really focus on the sound. So I'd like to introduce you to a book called Away from Home. This book uses alliteration throughout the whole thing, and it's an alphabet book that goes A through Z, describing people's names and places around the world. I'm going to read a couple of examples for you. First, we have Adam arrived in Amsterdam. You can see we have the A, and A. And then we have this extra word in, which, as I said, this is okay because our definition says we only need two or more. And this has three. So we really focus on the S sound. On this page, we have Bernard, the wind, and Barcelona. We really focus on the B sound. So just like this book, we can make our own alliteration sentences using our names. So if I was to do my name, for example, I might say Taryn, tiptoed in Tennessee. You can see I use T, 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 and T, focusing on the sound. And then again, I have the extra word in here, but that is okay. Or I could also say Taryn talked in Turkey. Again, we're using the sound. So now you've seen some of my examples and some examples from the book. I'd love to see what you guys can come up with using your names.